single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Stripped Finance. So today we are going to be talking about 5 simple money rules to live by. And it's literally what it sounds like. It's just 5 simple, should be common sense rules. So, let's hop in and get going. First things first, spend less money than you earn. Now, I know this sounds like it should be a common sense thing, but unfortunately it's not. I've known several people who spend more money than they make, and then they're sitting there wondering how they're going to pay their bills. And I'm just sitting here like, why'd you go and buy an elephant when you had bills to pay? Now, I know they didn't actually buy an elephant, but it's the kind of situation. I'm just sitting there flabbergasted because they can't pay their bills. And I'm just, maybe you shouldn't spend money on useless things. Pay your bills first. So, honestly, it's one of the biggest problems that most people have. They don't watch the amount that they are spending, they don't think of the consequences. And it's actually a spending attitude like this that caused one of the major crashes in 2008. So, again, spend less than you earn. People, pay attention. Number 2 is save for the future. Another one that sounds like common sense, but it's what people have the biggest problem with. 80% of most Americans do not have at least $1,000 put away in case of emergencies, which is why most financial plans start with a $1,000 savings account. Number 3 is anticipate your irregular expenses. This is one of the hardest ones, alright? So the irregular expenses are hospital stays, car breakdowns, hot water heater malfunctions, home electrical issues, and unforeseen expenses. Basically, this is where your emergency fund comes into. Life's gonna throw some doozies at you, dude. I know that last year I had to go to the hospital because my wisdom teeth decided that then would be a great time to start causing me problems. And one had actually grown into my jawbone here, right where the hinge is, which made talking extremely painful. And it went from 0 to 100 in less than 24 hours. And it was awful. It hurt so much. But no, so it's important to have an emergency fund. Now, honestly, they say that your emergency fund should be at least 2 months' bills. A lot of people can't do that. Simply because with everything else that they need, they can't afford it. Especially now with inflation and everything like that. I know that gas is more expensive, groceries are more expensive. And if you don't think that groceries are more expensive, you're naive, okay? So, I go to the grocery store, and where I used to get a pound of hamburger, because I like to buy the little squares, because it's just me. I don't need a big old pack of hamburger for one itty bitty person. So, I used to be able to get it for less than $3, right? It was normally like $2.98, $2.96, somewhere around there. A little over $3 after tax. Now it's $5 after tax. And don't even get me started on chicken, okay? Chicken used to be dirt cheap. It's not anymore. Next is tell your money where to go. This one is both easy and hard at the same time. It's easy to tell your money to go pay bills, yet it's much harder to put that same money into an investment. The reason why this is whenever you pay bills, you know that you're getting that gratification from it, right? You're getting what you would call a reward. You pay your bill, your reward is that month is taken care of. You don't have to worry about it till next month. When it comes to investments, right, it's a risky business. It can be, especially if you go with a high risk, high reward kind of set. Whenever you put that money in there, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the reward out of it. So it makes it uncomfortable. I know this. Like I said, I invest in the stock market, and I buy gold and silver. Gold and silver are better for me whenever it comes to investment wise, because I know that no matter what happens, gold and silver are always going to be worth something. Whereas whenever I buy a stock, I could pay $10 a share one day, and if things go really, really bad, it could only be worth $2 a share the next. So a lot of people worry about that, and I understand. I worry about it too, which is why I put the majority of my investments into precious metals. And last but not least, manage your credit, right? Credit it's both good and bad, right? It has its pros and its cons. So credit is a double-edged sword. You can use credit to carve out a better house or car payment, but the back edge of the sword is that it can be used against you in the same credit worthiness. Don't overextend your credit. So basically, whenever you go to get a loan, right, the people who do the loans, they look at how many lines of credit you already have versus how much you make. So if you have too many lines of credit, you're going to get instantly rejected. It doesn't matter how high your credit score is, because if you can't afford it, they're not going to give it to you. But I guess that's it. I will see y'all next time. So, bye!
Hey guys! Congratulations on making a video. So as you know, I am your financial gardener, right? And these are the beds that we are going to be planting your financial seeds. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.